Evening folks, Phil here from Telford Koi Pond again. Just a one-off and a very quick one tonight. Like some other YouTubers, I was approached by a company called Biling, who are trying to break into the UK market with their range of pond products, and they asked me if I'd be prepared to do an unboxing of one of their pond pumps. So never been one to shy away from an unboxing or a review of anything. I did said to them, as long as you realise that if it's rubbish, I'll say it's rubbish, and if it's good, I think I'll say it's good, and they were okay with it basically. So 2 days later, knock on the door, parcel arrived, said parcel. So I've just been doing all those jobs that you can do around the pond. I'm going to get on the floor with these glorious hot sunny nights. And I thought, well, why not just do it now, get it out of the way. I was going to, not get it out of the way, sorry, but just do it. I was going to wait until the weekend, but the weekend gets swallowed up so quickly with other things. So anyway, there you go. You saw me just unbox it. This is how it came. It looks pretty well packed. I've just cut the sellotape off. Got a foam pad on top. I presume that is just packaging. And what they have sent me is a Biling filter pump. So this is the manual. Customer services details on the front. What we got tells you what's in there, cleaning and maintenance, tells you about the filter. So hopefully when we get it out in a minute, that's what I've got. So it's very similar. Yeah, it's very similar. I don't know if you can catch any of that. Well, what I'll do at the end of the video, I'll put all the technical bump and everything on so you can just stop the video and have a look at it yourself. But this, looking at it in first instance, we had a Blagden octagon pond many moons ago when we first started koi, before we built this monstrosity. And we had a nice little sort of all-in-one filter there, which did all the filtration for the pump and the lighting and the fountain. And this is effectively, it looks like that's what this is. So we've got a ring of lights. Crikey, it's a little bit bigger than I expected it to be. That's the actual unit. We've got a fountain stem, I presume, in here. That's all that's in the box, just obviously well packaged. It's got all the foam bits around the end, so I'm presuming everything is inside here. Okay, so take that off. You've got 2 layers of sponge in the lid, so obviously it's going to suck through the lids. So you've got a coarse layer of foam and then I'd say a medium layer of foam. So that clearly is your mechanical filtration. It's a fairly good looking thing, I must admit. And in here, I'm presuming you've got all your fountain heads. You've got extension pieces, and it looks like you can put hoses into there. More fountain heads, and then you've got biological balls. So we're starting to look at the bio now. Super. There's also some ceramic media in a bag as well, so again more biological filtration. And then you've got another bit of fountain, and another bit of fountain, and another ball. So I think this is the flow switch. So once you've got this running, I'm guessing that goes on there. Once you've got this running, you obviously don't have to have a fountain at all. You can just have all the water going out in one direction to give you some flow around your pond. So just use this as a pure pond filter, sorry. And then that must be it. There's the pump. So I would say that the white bits of dust that you can see is just the dust off the biological media. So I would suggest perhaps washing that before putting it in. So that's what you get. There's the pump. It's 40 watt. Maximum height is 8.2 feet, 660 gallons per hour. 8.2 feet. Good grief. So I'm presuming that just goes in the middle of there somewhere. Right, so give me 2 minutes to get myself organised, and I'll come back to you and I'll show you how it's all set up. Right, so me and the good camera lady have just been having a look at this and a play about with this, and to be honest with you, it really is child's play, and I'm quite impressed. First glance, I'm quite impressed. It's very, very robust, very solid fixing. And from what I've seen on other people's video, it's a really good fountain, and you know, its first impressions are very good. So what you have to do, I'm sure you don't really need me to tell you this, the pump just sits in the bottom of this basket, or whatever you want to call it, tray. There's two holes on the side here, one for the lighting unit to come through, and one for the actual big plug that you're going to plug it in to come through. And obviously what you've got to do is make sure that is central to the hole in here, so that when you put it in, it's in the middle. So as I say, there's two sponges. There's a black one which is coarse. Anybody that's had a black box filter chamber or similar will be very familiar with these. And then you've got a blue one that's medium. So in terms of the media, I don't think there's any right or wrong way of how you put it in or where you put it in. So I've just put that in there, and then these balls, the back toe balls, back biological balls, can just literally just be dropped in. The one thing I would say is there's just an absolute ton of room in here to put more media in. So I know I did it with one of these I had similar previously. I bought a whole about 4 more bags of this ceramic media and put it in, because obviously the more you put in the better, to a certain extent, as long as it doesn't start blocking the flow. But anyway, media's in, so that's good to go. Top just fits on top. You can sort of feel it, there's a groove that it goes into, he says, and it's obviously it's new, but it's really nice. You probably heard that click. Really nice strong seating. There we go, so that ain't coming off. And then we're on to the fountain. So the first thing that goes in is this diverter. As I say, it just pushes in, just a push fit, but it is solid. Now that basically diverts the water either up here or out the front, or any combination what you want to do. So if you just want to put this, use this as a filter, put it in your pond, have the water on so that it's pulled through, pumped through, and then straight out there. That will obviously give you a flow in the water. Or obviously you can put a hose pipe on it and have it directed to somewhere you want. Or I would imagine in most people's cases they'll have half of it going, you know, just recirculating, and some of it going into the fountain. So that's the main fountain body, and this moves. It's quite long, and then again it's all push fit. But before you do that, there you go, nearly made my first mistake. The lighting rig goes on there, and then you push it over there. Yep. And then that light just sits there and obviously shines up when you've got your water flowing. So again, as I say, you can have this quite high, depending on how deep your water is. Normally I would imagine, like I used to do, I'd put that on top of a couple of bricks or something to keep it off the floor anyway, so it doesn't suck all the sludge up. So obviously you can alter this to however high you want it. The fountain head, you've either got a bell fountain head, which is one of those that pushes like a dome of water out, and this also screws up and down. So obviously you can make the dome quite tight, or you know, quite wide basically. So that's one fountain head. Or you can just have fountain, I think that one's got about, if you look at the two differences on there, one's just got 1 row and the other's got 2 rows. So you could just have one with like 1 row coming out. I'm not describing this very well, but I'm sure you know what I mean. Or you can have the other one where you've got 2 lots of water coming out. Or what you can do is put the 1 row on the bottom. There's an extender piece, and then you can put your 2 rows on the top, so you've got like a double tier waterfall. How cool is that? and again you can just have it as high or as low as you want it. So I think that's pretty good. As I say, I am impressed. Yeah, at first glance it looks pretty good. The only thing I would point out, I might shoot myself in the foot here, but the only thing I would point out is on the videos that I've watched that other people have done so far, they've all complained the lights don't work. There's a very good reason for that. So I happen to have an extension cable here, which I'll shove the plug into. Ooh. I'm not going to undo all this. I won't run it for too long because obviously the pump's running. But there you go, the lights aren't working. Or are they? Because as soon as you put your hand over and give it some shade, so obviously these lights are photosensitive to the light. They're only going to come on when it's dark. So that's why other people, we'll take that out, other people that have tried it have said the lights don't work, because obviously they're putting them on. It's broad daylight, nothing's happening, but if you wait till it gets dark, they come on. So there you go. It's nothing, as much as I love it, there's not an application I can use it for in my big pond or my grow on pond. So under normal circumstances, if I was keeping it, I'd oh, legs are going to sleep. If I was keeping it, I'd show it you working and show you the fountains up and running and that sort of thing. But we've decided we're not going to keep it. I'm sure there's somebody out there with a you know, a different pond, an ornamental pond, that would really love this and make a nice addition to their pond. So what I've decided to do, yes, thank you Mrs. Camera Lady, yes, I forgot to say the lights change colour. As I say, I'll put photos of all these different things that I haven't shown you on the back of this little talking section, then you can have a look at the bump that comes with it. But yeah, the lights change colour, so they go from green to blue to yellow to red to purple, something like that, and it keeps changing colour. Really nice. But yeah, it will only do it when it gets dark because these are photosensitive. Quite clever. But yeah, anyway, back to what I was saying is, because I'm not going to use this myself, we decided we're going to give it away, and that's the reason I'm not getting it wet. If I was going to use it myself, I'd show you it working, happy days. If you want to see it working, just pop along and have a look at Black Country Dave's video, because he's had one of these, or Mad Dog's Pond, or I think Vince might have, Twisted Koi, he might have had one to trial as well. But definitely Dave Black Country Koi video, but just ignore the bit about the lights not working because it's got to be dark. So yeah, that's it. That's where we are basically. I think the whole range of their products, the company's called Biling, and it's on Amazon, so it's dead simple to get hold of. Just pop along to Amazon and go to the Biling shop, and they say they do all sorts of stuff. They do, as well as this one, they do smaller pump kits. They do solar powered ones. They do solar powered air pumps. So again, if you want to see a solar powered air pump that they do, go along to Scrag68's video and watch what he's done, because he's just done a trial with one of those. But yeah, as I say, I can't really say much more about this. I will put it on the the screen at the end. But just to give you some bits and pieces, the manufacturer is Biling, B-I-L-I-N-G, and that I believe is their UK division. The model number and everything I'll put on. It's 40 watts with the LEDs, so 40 watts in total with the LEDs. It's all ABS. It's 220 volts. The pump rating, the flow rate, is 2,500 litres per hour, and it comes with the pond pump water, bio filter kits, sponges, pond filter box, LED lights, and it weighs about 2.5 kilograms. So there's nothing to it really. But yeah, that's it. As I say, if you're looking for an ornamental fountain pond pump or something like that, then just have a look on Amazon. There's plenty of others out there. You takes your choice and see what you want. But this, I'm sure this is, I think one of them is about £63, and I think one's £83. It might be £83 with the lights, but for what you get, I just think that is really good value for money. So anyway, here endeth the lesson. Have a look at the pictures and the stats and the facts that are coming up. So if you're interested in this piece of kit and you want the chance of, if you like, winning it for free, all I need you to do is firstly subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But firstly, in the comments, just put hashtag Biling. So hashtag BILING. Everybody that's put that in, I'll just put them into one of the random draw things on the web, and just pull a name out by randomly. The only thing I will say is I'm not gonna post this out. I've spent far too much money on postage of late doing other things. So if you want to win it, you've got to be prepared to either come and pick it up from me in Telford or somewhere local to me, or we can arrange to perhaps meet somewhere. If you're going to one of the shows, for example, if you're going to Coventry, I can bring it to the Coventry show. But if you're interested in winning it, hashtag Biling. But again, just be aware you've got to come and collect it, or we've got to meet somewhere local. Okay, so that's it. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you found it interesting, and yeah, give them a look on Amazon. Take care.